Little Hercules is all grown up now. If you're having trouble remembering exactly who he is, close your eyes and think back to the early 2000s. That's when a small, very strong young bodybuilder named Richard Sandrak seemed to take over the internet, impressing and terrifying people with his giant muscles, which looked like they belonged to a much older person. He was also known as the world's strongest boy. Not coincidentally, that happened to be the name of a 2004 documentary about Sandrak. According to ABC News, Sandrak weighed 80 pounds at the tender age of 8, but he could already bench press more than twice that. He was, to put it gently, very hardcore indeed. Sandrak reportedly developed an obsessive interest in weightlifting when he was just a toddler. A few years later, his parents hired promoter and celebrity trainer Frank Giardina to help launch their son's professional career. Soon enough, the money was pouring in. Sandrak landed endorsements left and right, and ultimately became a bona fide internet sensation and celebrity. Suddenly, this little mountain of muscle was absolutely everywhere.
But father, I'm half mortal, half Olympian. Isn't it time for me to learn more about my human side?
You have the best tutors in the world. You've got Socrates.
Fans turned out in droves to see him at bodybuilding events. As Giardina told ABC News, "We had more people at our booth than any 25 booths combined. I mean hundreds of people like they were going to meet Elvis Presley." But Sandrak's life wasn't as charmed as it seemed, not by a long shot. According to The Sun, his father Pavel was sent to prison for beating up his wife Lena when Sandrak was 11. Some people suspected that Sandrak was also being abused. In 2007, Lena told The Guardian that she was definitely concerned about how Pavel sometimes treated Sandrak, but she emphatically denied that her son was ever pressured to become a bodybuilder. At one point, Sandrak's father reportedly made him sleep on the floor in order to help with his posture. He didn't attend school but was instead tutored at home, and he wasn't allowed to play with other children until he was 10. The Guardian also noted that medical professionals were skeptical that Sandrak could have developed his extraordinary large muscles at such a young age without using steroids, something else that his mom emphatically denied. A 15-year-old Sandrak told the publication, "I've never been forced to train or do anything against my will. My parents used to train all the time, and I wanted to join in. It was mostly my choice. It's just what I grew up doing. I was never forced. It was never an issue. I have to say my parents are my heroes because they've helped me develop throughout my life." Considering everything that happened back at home and the fact that he was never able to have a normal childhood, it's no wonder that Sandrak eventually left bodybuilding behind. In 2015, a 23-year-old Sandrak told Inside Edition that he had simply grown tired of the whole thing. As he put it,
"I don't lift weights anymore. If anything, it just got boring to me."
Sandrak still defended the way he was brought up, saying that he didn't think his chiseled muscles were so unusual at the end of the day. As he put it, "People seem to try to make me out to be a freak of nature, but there were many kids who had similar physiques." Sandrak eventually got a job as a stuntman at the Universal Studios Waterworld show in Los Angeles, which involved setting himself on fire several times a day. Surprisingly, he told Inside Edition that he'd left weights behind, staying in shape with chin-ups, skateboarding, and running upstairs. Asked what his dream job would be, Sandrak told the interview,
"Quantum scientist. For more specifically, maybe even an engineer for NASA."
Although he appears to have left his highly unusual past behind, he doesn't seem to have any regrets, at least based on what he told Inside Edition. Far from bitter about his days as Little Hercules, he revealed that, "I am very proud of my past. It is not something I don't want anyone to know anymore. I am just not stuck living in it anymore." Hopefully Sandrak is still out there somewhere chasing his dreams. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.